recently had 3 or 4 people that we did work on the boats. We provided video of operation. They were there on some of the cases, and now they've been calling me back that it's our fault. So we're going to check out a underwater light. It's a warranty thing. They want me to do troubleshooting. They want me to take video and pictures, and that's what I'm going to take a look at. Pretty boat. Let's see if I can find underwater lights. Trying to identify which switch is the underwater lights is going to be fun. Maybe we can get in through here. I think I can get in there better than removing that ladder. Aha, look at what I found. Okay, we're waiting for a phone call back because I'm not familiar with this boat. I was only on it one time and I did not know where the circuit breaker panel is, and I can't get the electronics fired up. Since I can't get the electronics fired up, I can't get to the network, which the underwater lights are connected to the network. Let's see anything in here as far as breaker panels. It's got to be hidden somewhere. I doubt it's up there. It's got to be in here somewhere. So no, it's not there. So anything here? This is all the galley stuff. I really doubt it's in here anywhere. Aha! Hold on, maybe this is it. Everything's on. It's not that. So nothing wants to turn on here. So side power is working. All right. Well, I'm stumped. Don't know. Controller is 1.9. Oh, got it. Okay. The port forward light is not on. The port aft and across the transom, they look like they're all on. Hang on a second. Starboard side, both lights are lit. Let's see, there's a Luma short box here, a little one that has 2 blue lights on it. Okay, I see the light, yeah. Okay, so there's a color wheel on the left that's about 2 inches in diameter. Then there's a big color wheel that's pretty much white all the way around, except maybe a little tinge of yellow and a little tinge of blue. And then all the way to the right is another 2-inch little circle that's kind of the same. Okay, yeah, RGB, ice, Miami, and sunset. Okay, let me go outside. Yes, the light is on. I can probably do that from this panel right here in the back, so I don't have to be running all over the place. Green, that looks like green right there. And you'll see what I got. Yeah, I got greenish yellow. Okay, let's see if I got red. Yep, I got red. Oh yeah, there, now I've got power. Position 1, yeah, kind of the same. Position 2, yeah, that's about the same. Position 3, yeah, that's about the same. Position 4, yeah, all about the same. Position 5, yep. It's showing the voltage out, then it's showing white 1600 for I out, but it's all pretty much the same. The numbers are all close. The voltage out on all of them is like 33.5, except there's one that is 27.5. Okay, done for now. I'm heading over to another boat to do a quick check, and then I think I'm going to lunch. Don't know where I'm going yet, but that's the plan.
So today we're here on this boat working on the lower unit. Really actually look in there.
So we're gonna pull the prop, pull it off, drop it down, make sure that seals up at the top didn't get stuck, broken.
You must have hit something hard, man.
No other damage. Spare parts missing.
It's all crusty in here too, you can hear it.
Yep, we'll pop her open one by one, and
That looks like oil.
yeah, it's definitely coming from the top.
All right, here's a better view. It's all slippery, but you can kind of see, you can at least hear it, all the crunching.
You can see it wobble.
You hit something hard, that's for sure.
Yeah.
What is that disaster?
So you definitely got motor oil pulling up down here. It's just a grease from greasing this.
Yeah, but yeah, that's definitely oil.
But there is a mixture of oil, and you can kind of see it's coming from up here. So we're dropping the lower anyways, just because we know that it's bad, and we just wanted to look inside, see if there was any other damage or that this was all still intact. My guess is that because the oil is coming from here, the impact probably drove the shaft up or rocked the shaft back and forth somehow.
Oil
The
pump?
seal, yeah, there's an oil seal up there in the shaft. So tattletale is when we drop this. If there's oil all on the teeth up there, then we know it's up there for sure. So we got it out. Let me see your hand.
I was on that.
That's the oil. That's up on the top there.
Yeah, it's pretty oily.
Yeah.
Even like down here, there's a
Yep.
little bit of oil.
You can see the
The sheen.
So there's oil leaking from here. This is going to be the seal. See if we can get a better picture of it. But
Oh, geez. Put the camera in here too. You know that.
there we go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's all the oil running down.
This whole like internal casing is just sheening with oil.
Yep. The manual bilge pump works. For some reason, the automatic float switch doesn't work, and I think it has something to do with this.
So what are you trying to figure out?
I'm just trying to figure out if something is broken and what's broken so we can make a list of what to be fixed, and then maybe the insurance will cover it. I believe this is the switch for the aerator slash bait well pump. This was all not heat shrunk at all. And you can see all the green inside of it.
Oh yeah.
Not a good electrical connection.
Oh yeah, look at that. It wasn't even crimped down properly.
Yep. So we're gonna see if there's power so we can determine if that was the actual problem. Yeah, 12.4.
So it is getting power?
Yeah.
Good. Just needs to be redone.
I mean, technically that should fire up. Did I leave it on? Yeah, that's on.
Why don't you strip it back a little bit?
Yeah, I was trying to be ghetto and quick because we're not supposed to fix it, but I would like to make sure that
They said not to
isn't
fix
bad.
it. Not nothing about testing it.
Well, this is a test.
I would classify this as a test.
Yeah.
It works.
So it's just the connection.
I mean, I don't blame them. Wasn't crimped down properly.
Crimped down or heat shrunk and it just corroded away.
So we're trying the washdown pump right now. See if that works. I could feel it running.
Yeah.
Does this not work?
Yeah, there you go. I guess it would make sense that that is.
Probably doesn't have any water in it, but you can hear that it is trying to move it.
That would make sense to have the fresh water right there, huh?
Yeah. So we wanted to fill up the fresh water to test out the freshwater pump. Brought a hose over, connected it up, and for some reason, all the water's coming straight out of this through hole. No idea why. Don't understand the purpose of it.
So there's got to be another place to fill the tank.
Why is there a hose hookup going directly to a through hole?
Because that's probably salt water. That's why, because that salt water rinse down there you can tie to. And all you do is put a cap on it. And that's probably flowing through the pump.
All right, so we just got a little mixed up. That is actually the pickup for the salt water for the bait well pump. And that is the fitting that we screwed into. Chris said it's a possibility that it's just another salt water washdown that you can tap into. We did find the actual freshwater hookup.
All right, let it get a little bit full. And
There we go.
oh, look at that color.
Nice and brown.
That hasn't been used in a minute.
But she's working.
Yep. And it shuts off.
Nice.
Kicks on.
Shuts off.
Yep. So its pressure is working. It's building pressure. And it's spraying water. So we had 4 things to check. Not necessarily fix, but verify. So one was the motor. The prop shaft is indeed bent. You can hear it. It's not running true. So all of the innards, personally, I would just get the whole thing replaced because it's probably cheaper, and then you get a whole brand new lower unit and less labor time, because what you're going to save in parts, you're going to end up spending in labor. Somewhat of an easy fix if you just get a brand new lower unit, slap it in, boom. So there was oil going all down here and pulling up on side just below the power head, and none actually inside. So the oil seal in there is busted, whether or not the actual pump is bad or not, and it's just a seal. Won't really know until you actually get the power head off, and that's probably about a day, because you got to get a forklift, undo it, raise it, derig, I kind of derig it, lift it up, get in there, inspect it to make sure that it is just the seal and that there's no other mechanical or physical damage to anything else. The other 3 items that were on the list was bilge pump per the owner's exact things. Bilge pump flapper. So the bilge pump flapper was not working because it was never hooked up. The washdown pump was not working because
It was empty.
the connectors, the saltwater washdown and bait well. It was not working because it was connected with oversized butt connectors, our inline connectors. They were never heat shrunk, so it just corroded and fell apart. There is power there and the pump works. We just got to add 2 more crimp connectors to it, and it's done there. And then the freshwater washdown, which does work. We filled it, and there's video of it running and getting the gunky water out of there. Yeah, those are the 4 things: motors and a couple of pumps. Literally everything is a relative easy fix except for the oil seal. That's going to take like a day or so, and you're going to need like probably a forklift and 2 people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So we're in a nice Viking. We're going to pop the cover off this KRA right here with my handy screwdriver. Be sure to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and keep watching. This is a sight glass, okay? So the middle, that's good. Green is no moisture. Yellow and black is not good. Refrigerant is way down there. Seems to be like almost full to the top, maybe 3/4. So it just has a couple little bubbles so you can see the movement across the top. So we're gonna hook up to our gauges right here. The refrigerant with this sort of stuff. So I got these hooked up. The pressures aren't too bad. It's a little low, but we'll get that fixed up. You can use the pressure temperature chart, but sometimes it's better to, you have to use that sight gauge too, because it's hard to tell how much is in the system. So let's see here. This will take a few minutes. What I do is I just slowly burp it in as a liquid on the low side. Some people do all liquid. You gotta make sure that when the liquid goes into the low side, it has to change to a gas before it goes into the compressor. And then we'll watch that sight gauge, and we'll watch our pressures over here. And when things get to a good point, then we'll be good. Okay, and I'm sorry about the audio. I'll run to my truck and get my mics here in a minute, but you can see the liquid level down in there. It's starting to come up a little bit, so that's a good thing. Because when these things are all the way full, or they're all the way empty, it's extremely hard to tell what's going on in there. So I'm gonna let this stabilize. I'm gonna run to my truck, and I'll be right back. I got my mic on, so hopefully it's a little better. I don't know if you guys can see, but that is pretty low too. So we're gonna hook up back there and get this one serviced up too. You guys see that little bubble up there? That's what I like, because then you can still see the movement. This one's perfect. You see how that bubble's moving around in there when I wiggle it? That's where I want that. And the pressures are good. So we're gonna call this one done. We'll go check the boxes though on both sides. Okay, that says 43 and 53, and it's coming down in temperature. I have it set at 0 for the freezer and 35 for the drink cooler. Drink box is set for 35. It's at 36. That's perfect. This is the bottom is set for 0. It's at 22. That's come down. Freezer 1, which is the top, is set for 0. It's at 11 and it's coming down. All right, just finished up on that Viking. They're gonna let that stuff run overnight and let it settle down and report back to me in the morning what the pressures are. We managed to get most of the leaks. They had a spot 0, which is a reverse osmosis unit for making water for the boat, and it had some fittings that were leaking on it. We managed to get most of them stopped. The unit's 10 years old and it could use new fittings because the O-rings are kind of worn out and the hose is scarred up, and you can see where the fitting's been rubbing on it. So they're going to the Bahamas and then Palm Beach, so we'll see what happens.
What we got going on today, Manny?
We have a customer of ours complained that he had vibration when he would throttle up and get on a plane. So usually when you get vibration through a motor, somebody hit bottom and they bent the prop shaft. If you're a beginner boater, get a boat that has aluminum prop, or you can put aluminum props on your motors. Instead of the motor taking the damage, the prop will take the damage.
Oh, they just break easier?
Yeah, the aluminum will just rip a blade off or just bend the fins. Stainless steel prop just takes direct hit to the shaft. So you can see that it's way out of round. It definitely hit bottom.
Look at this one. Stays kind of center.
Yeah.
Look at this one. All over the place.
Yeah. Prop off, we'll drop the gear case and take it to the shop and pull the gear case.
You think it's the same story as the other one over there? Hit the oil seals?
Yes. That was another customer hit the bottom too.
So, got the lower out. The oil seal does seem to be broken on it. So that's another power head that's going to have to get removed.
A little bit's all right.
All right, so we're back over at this boat. The other lower unit problem.
Yeah. And power head leak.
So Manny is now going to start working on disconnecting this power head so we can pull it off the motor and replace all the seals that got damaged from running aground. How complicated is it to pull one of these off?
Because it's an older motor, hopefully none of the bolts break and hopefully we don't deal with a lot of corrosion. We'll give it a shot.
We have the majority of the power head stripped down already. Ooh, what up in here? Is this supposed to be like that? That's short?
Yeah, that's right.
Jeez. All right, so everything's disconnected, laid out, bagged and tagged. Manny's getting the rest of the oil out of the motor, but other than that, the top half is ready to be pulled off. We just need to find a forklift and a chain to get it off.
Hold on, stop for a second.
Hey, stop.
Yeah, let's lay it on this side.
Okay. Whatever you want.
On this side. I want to go that way though. I'm gonna lay it on this side here.
Watch your hands and watch your head.
Yeah. Don't go any down anymore. Don't go down. Let's go back.
Yeah, just roll back. Yeah. So how does it look in there?
Got the power head off. Got this adapter plate off. You can see if you look in here, all the seals are destroyed and the springs for the seals are destroyed. Definitely gonna have to order a bunch of parts.
Were all these gaskets right here? Yeah.
O-rings, yeah. It's gonna take some time to sit on the computer and look up all these parts.
How's the power head look?
Yeah, it's a little corroded. We'll look at online diagram and see if we can replace this. This does not look good.
I think it's gonna have to be the entire thing right here.
Yep.
So how is it that recently 3 or 4 boats are blaming us for their additional problems they're having? However, the boats haven't been maintained. Yeah, if you only use your boat once or twice a year, expect to have problems. That's just the nature of the beast, especially in saltwater. Down here in Key West, we're at 90 to 100% humidity almost all the time, and it's all salt air. Everything corrodes and rots. Yeah, how are we to blame when you're trying to get out on the water and things aren't working? For instance, if we work on a water pump and all of a sudden your engine displays aren't working, tell me how that's interrelated and tell me how that's my fault and you shouldn't have to pay for that to get it fixed. It's got nothing to do, you know, apples and oranges. Same thing. If you haven't updated your software in years, expect problems, especially with electronics. Here's an, for instance, let's say you have a Garmin and you're having some problems with it. We don't know what's wrong with it. Here's how this will transpire. We're gonna call Garmin Tech Support. The very first thing they're gonna tell us is, did you do a software update? And if you say no, they're gonna say, okay, before we go any further, let's get the current software updated. You can look in the network and see what the latest software version is. But that is the very first thing they're gonna do. Same thing with these engine gauges on this guy's boat. Geez, 4 years. Boat's 4 years old. Pretty boat, but if you don't do the software updates, yeah, things are gonna jam up in the electronics because it's so old and it can't talk to each other anymore. If you ever wondered, that's what it looks like when they tent boats for termites. They put these tents on there and they pump it full of gas and then they put the weights on them and leave it sit. Yeah, I was working on this beautiful Marlow right here. Man, that boat is so pretty. A lot of wood inside though. Anyways, I was heading down the dock here to another boat. Thought I'd show you guys the weather today. It's beautiful, but guess what? It's windy. So we missed our window yesterday to go because it was like out here, there was no chop. It was flat calm. You can kind of see the rollers out there a ways out, but not today. There weren't any yesterday. It was dead calm. Well, not dead, but pretty close. Would have been an excellent day to get out on a boat, but unfortunately we got too much work going on. And we're actually running up to Marathon on Friday morning, early to go inspect the boat that is having some issues, ran aground and they did some work on it. Something failed, a seal or something, and the IPS is full of water. I have to go up and inspect that and verify that it is warranty work, and then we'll get the boat moved down here, get her hauled out, and get that process going. Yay. Hey, what? Montana. He's one of our subscribers on the channel. His name is Tim, and he stopped me, saw me walking down the dock, and was going to say hi. Warmer here than in Montana, I bet. Yeah, she keeps me honest. Take care. Nice talking to you, Tim. Oh boy. Yeah, it's amazing. Still, it's actually kind of embarrassing for me and it's humbling, like I said before. More and more people recognize me. I mean, how did that guy see me good enough and recognize me? He's all the way from Montana. Thanks, Tim, for watching, by the way. Let's get out of here. Let's talk about goals. Have you ever set a big goal and you were concerned and losing sleep that you might not be able to meet that goal? So we are discussing making a subscriber goal coming up. We're both a little nervous about whether we're going to be able to accomplish it. We need to add another half on to where we're at now as far as our subscribers go. We're hoping to do this before June 5th because I'll be getting even older. I'll be 56 on June 5th. So we're almost at 25,000 subscribers right now. And we're hoping by June 5th, we're going to try to do a blitz and get up to 50,000. If we make 50,000, then I have to decide if I'm going to do something crazy. Jump in a frozen lake, shave my head, I don't know, something. If we make the goal, what do you think I should have to do? Because you got to make it exciting. So give me some feedback. Let me know what you got for me.
I hope we can count on you to subscribe.
Yeah, we need your help.
Yes, we need your help for sure.
Yeah, subscribe, share, and thumbs up. Comments, that all helps. Yep, we're finally going out on the boat.
Well, we're meeting our friends, and I'm guessing that this is them coming right at us off there in the distance.
"32 miles an hour. There's your track. We're getting some tracks for the backcountry because I haven't been back here in years. Going with some friends and go and explore it.
If you know anything about Key West, you want to make sure you have the right tracks.
Gotta know where you're going.
Exactly. It's shallow water. We don't want to end up like some of the boats that we work on.
Just people put them out here to mark the channel because it's really shallow.
You said it's a bubbo stick?
Bubba, Conch Republic flag.
Yep.
I really want to get rid of this motor and get that 225 and that jack plate mounted on here.
Well, we can fire sale it.
Yeah, I think I'll put it down to 5,500.
83 hours.
83 hours. This thing runs like a champ.
He's crabbing?
Yep, commercial guy.
This is one of the favorite places of the Keys down here. Nice sand.
Oh, I'm getting a hard time because I'm eating a banana on the boat. People say it's bad luck. A friend of mine was going out on a fishing tournament here in Key West, and one of the other captains, big boat, like a big Viking, put like hundreds of bunches of bananas all over the boat. And so when they woke up in the morning, the whole boat was covered with bananas.
It's okay, you're not fishing today.
Well, not yet. We'll see. We're going to head back. I'm going to show where the marina is, and we'll probably get some fuel, and then they'll take off, and we'll go put the boat back on the trailer and take it back to the shop and call it a day. We'll give her a quick rinse. I'm not going to wash it today. There's our track. Take us back home. You can see it. Well, it's kind of hard to see there, but there it is right there. Let's go here to chart. It'll be easier.